Volume check hose. Volume check hose.
Volume check, Jose.
You.
Now we got you.
We good.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right. Well, today's a special day. We're gonna use this episode. We got a 1 hour episode to remember the legend and the legacy he left behind for all of us to enjoy. Um, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for his vision, his idea, the dedication, the hard work that he put in to keep this group alive. Not too many people could bring a group to 48,000 people. I know we ain't got 40,000 actively at the same time all the time, but there's 48,000 people in here. You know what I mean? One of the biggest, if not the biggest Sixers group, gotta be the biggest Sixers group on Facebook. Where we could just all come together and enjoy something that we all love and have in common. We don't always agree. We disagree a lot. But that's the beauty of it.
Most definitely.
You know what I mean? That's the beauty of it. So, with that being said, we're going to start off this show with a 76-second moment of silence. In that 76-second moment of silence, use it to remember a memory, whether it was in person, on the Facebook page. Maybe you could share your testimony in the chat. We'll put it up. Any fun times you had with him, no matter. Let's hear it. And we're going to start this 76-second moment of silence now. All right. Woo!
Yeah, man.
Well, I got the chills in those 76 seconds.
Yeah, man.
I miss you, my brother. I know you up there and you listening. I miss you, man.
Same here.
All right. So let's get this show on the road.
Let's do it.
What brought you to Sixers 24/7, Mr. BG?
Man, you know what's crazy? I actually told this story on my first ever episode coming on with you guys. Sabri and Carl reached out to me because I was in the comments every show, giving my 2 cents. I was in the show every 5 seconds, so they finally they asked me, "Hey, would you like to be a guest?" And I said, "Of course, I want to be a guest. I watch y'all every damn night after the Sixers game. Of course, I love to come on and just chop it up with y'all." And when they asked me, so what brought me to Sixers 24/7, and I explained, yeah, I mean, in 2000, and I graduated from high school in 2001. And after high school, went to college for a couple of years. It wasn't for me. I wound up joining the military. After I joined the military, I left the city. I mean, I've been gone from Philly since 2004, on and off. Yeah, I mean, obviously I come back and visit, but I'm in the Air Force, so I'm not in the city as much as I would like. But obviously, as y'all could tell, all my backdrop, everything y'all ever see is all Philly. I love my city, so that's when Facebook groups kind of first started getting popping. So I was like, I got introduced to a couple, you know what I mean, a couple Eagle joints here, a couple Sixers joint here, and then this one came up, and I want to say somebody suggested it to me, and and I got into it, and I'm like, man, who is this crazy dude? That I mean, he always got these long videos, and not so much cursing people out, not so much cursing the Sixers out, but just passion about the Philadelphia 76ers. When we was at the lowest of our lows, I'm like, man, this dude talk like I like the way I feel.
Hey, he used to have people triggered with the all caps.
Man, man.
Yo, go
So
ahead, man. Go ahead.
just seeing the family atmosphere and seeing that the person that created it was so passionate about his team and in the military. I don't know if y'all know, but in the military, people associate you with where you from. So I was always to everybody the boy from Philly green. I'm always the boy from Philly, the boy from Philly. So everybody just looked at me as that Philly guy, and I looked at Joey as what Philly, the Philadelphia 76ers, the Philadelphia fan base mindset was. And ever since then, I'm not going to say I left a lot of Sixers groups, but the one that I focused on the most since I joined Sixers 24/7 is Sixers 24/7. That's mainly because of them long videos from Joey when we was not tanking, but when we barely could scrape wins together, and we had, I never forget, it was our sixth win of that season where we was trying not to lose the record, not to get the record of the worst record in the history, and and we beat the Nets. We beat the Nets by 10. And I remember sitting there looking at my phone, watching Facebook, like this dude really just took 10 fireball shots like it was water. Oh yeah, I love it.
Gotta love it.
I love it.
Gotta love it.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Most
And
definitely.
to see somebody do that, for, bro, it was our sixth win of the season. Our six, not our 26, not our 56, not we fighting for the one seed, bro. It was our sixth win of the season,
Most
and
definitely.
he knew that boy. Everybody joy was look. He always used to say, "I'm a man of my word. If I say I'm gonna do it, and if he missed a game, if we won a game and he didn't do the fireball shot, he'd tell you, oh,
Eh,
I'll be on
yeah,
tomorrow. I'm gonna take them shots." I
yeah.
love
He
He'll
it.
do
give
it.
it all you,
He'll do
and
it.
he won't let you down. He'll remember those shots I forgot to take the other day. You go.
Most
That's a
definitely.
fact. So that's what brought me in. But before I close that portion out, man, uh that's what made me want to be a part of the East Sleep Sixers podcast family. I mean, I saw how close knit y'all was. I saw what the vision was, and I felt like I could bring something to it. And when I was brought along, and one accepted as if it like my first day recording with y'all felt like we had a vibe off the rip. Y'all ain't never look at me as, hey, this the new guy. Let's just ease him in, have more every once in a while. Y'all let me in, and like I said, my first show that I was on, I wore this shirt right here, this hat right here, and I felt like it was right, one, that I wore it today because like I said, this was the first shirt I wore when I was introduced to you guys as a part of the family. One, and two is all the Sixers greats, and I look at Joey D as a Sixers great. I don't care if he never put on a jersey and never played in a game for the Sixers. Joey D is a Sixers great.
All right, Carl. Let me hear your story, Carl.
All right. So you have to go a while back, man. I was a young father when I got introduced to the group. My daughter was about 2 years old. She's 10 now. So, about roughly 8 years ago. Um,
OG.
oh yeah, most definitely, most definitely. I've met some tremendous, tremendous spirits in this group. Some great guys. You never know who you bump into in Sixers 24/7. uh, who they could introduce you to. I'm talking jobs. I'm talking, counseling. I'm talking, brotherhood.
We
Some,
found people homes in this group, man.
oh
People
my
been
God,
like
man.
halfway homeless, and we found people apartments and
Listen,
homes, man.
all types of stuff, man. And it's all due to the brother Joey D. And, I got a little story about Joey. Of course, all of us had our own personal relationships with him. But, Joey was my OG. Joey was someone who I called when I was going through, maybe baby mama issues, or, I was a young dad, or, financial issues. And I'm telling you, man, just like he would uplift this fan base about the Sixers when they were in down times, he uplifted me the same way, man.
That's
And
great.
there was plenty of times where I couldn't make it to the events that he would be throwing because they would fall on the weekends. And I was a weekend dad. I had my daughter around that time. So I couldn't make it, and I felt bad. One day I'm sitting at home, and it was about 5 o'clock. I'm sitting there chopping it up. Uh, we texting. You know what I mean? He said, "What you doing?" I said, "I'm chilling with little mama." He said, "Give her a kiss for me." And what are y'all doing tonight? So first thing that hit me is, what are y'all doing? So I said nothing. We're sitting here chilling. He said, "Get dressed. Go to the Sixers stadium. Go to the Fourth of July.
Oh, I
It's two
remember these phone calls. I
man,
remember these
man,
phone calls.
man. It's two tickets waiting for you right there." And when I tell you I was a younger father, man, the financial aspect wasn't really there popping for me at the time, and that made me and my daughter's day. And it was
Yeah,
actually the first game that my daughter Mahaya has been to, and it's all from Joey D, man, and the love that he had in his heart. One of the most tremendous people that I've met in my life. One of the most realest people that I've met in my life. And a brother coming from North Philly, and I'm gonna just be totally honest, like I am. We don't normally get close relationships with people of another color that easy. You know, Joey was colorblind.
yeah, he
Uh
was.
and he was
Right, he got
colorblind.
accused. He got accused.
Man. And every
Yeah,
time
he
I
got
would
accused.
see it, I was just
Hey,
like,
hey, man, listen.
yeah,
I can go on his past posts and without scrolling too much, put 30 pictures with him and black folks.
most
But
definitely.
anyway, go ahead, keep going. That's neither here nor
Uh,
there.
the just going back to the real uplifting text messages and conversations me and this man would have on the phone for hours some nights, and I'm just laying my burdens on him. And to be totally honest, you would never know that he had burdens too.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah, I was this younger guy, I was this young boy, so he wouldn't lay them on me, but he was always an open ear for me and always had something uplifting or a route I could go, that made sense to me. Sometimes in this life, you may not want to go to a family member and tell them what you're going through. You may not feel totally comfortable with them knowing that information.
Sometimes speaking to a stranger is the best, bro. They don't judge
Man,
you.
It's no
man,
judgment. Yep.
There's no
and,
judgment, man.
and after years of conversations like that, Joey is and was family to me. And who will always will be family. And this group was his baby, and he made sure that the culture in this group was family oriented, and that's something that the moderators that we always talk about all the time. And whether guys may come out and say it or not, being a moderator of Sixers 24/7, you grow a whole nother different respect for Joey, on the note that he did it by himself, and he maintained the spirit of this group, the culture of this group. He put in wild hours doing that. So, much respect.
48,000 deep.
48,000, bro. 48,000. I never thought.
48,000.
I never thought. But, banding a group of people together who love the same thing, and have a passion for it, it like you said, Jose, we might not agree all the time. And that's not what it's for. That's not what this group is for us to agree all the time. You can debate, you can have little arguments and things like that. But one thing's for sure, two things for certain. We all want the same thing: the
Yes, we
Sixers to
do.
be prosperous.
That's a
Yes, we
fact.
do. That's awesome, man. That's an awesome testimony, man. So listen, I got something special brewed up. So if
Let's
you
get it.
watching,
Let's get it.
don't switch that channel.
Let's get it.
Let's go.
fam. Tough times in Sixersville right now. There's no doubt about that. But tough times make for tough people and tough fans. So for all those that are going through this, staying strong and optimistic, I salute you. Better days are definitely ahead. It's not a matter of if, just a matter of when. Big things are still coming. So hang tight, Sixers fam. We're going to be all right. It's on the way. Stay strong, fam. Let's go, Sixers.
What we're gonna do right here is go back. Way back. Back into time.
Got to move when the sisters rock and we got the groove. So keep it on with Dr. J and Moses Malone. I've been waiting for this one. I can't wait to see them knock it off tonight.
Presenting the Sixers starters. At guard, number 10, Mo Cheeks. At the other guard, number 22, Andrew Toney. At forward, number 8, Mark Iveroni. And as fellow forward, number 6, captain of the Eastern Conference Championship team, forward Julius Irving. And now, the board-crushing man, number 2, super center, Moses Malone.
Just, just no, that man's smile was just infectious, man.
That was tough, man.
Seriously, man.
Yeah.
Golly. Hey, first of all, before you go, Jose, I just wanted to give you your flowers real quick. I know this day is about joy, but I want to give you your flowers, man. You put a lot of time into that video.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
This guy, Jose was texting me in the middle of the night, telling me, "You awake?" Trust me, he took a lot of time on that. And we thanked all of the fans that definitely sent them pictures, and I appreciate you for putting that together.
Most definitely. I would like to second that. Also, I would like to thank Joey's brothers, Nikki, for giving us the opportunity to even be here with you guys, and also keeping the group alive, because this group means so much. It's so much bigger than basketball. It's so much bigger than basketball. And a lot of the vets in here, they can attest to that. So shout out to Nikki. Much love, bro.
That was a slideshow that consisted of 76 pictures, by the way.
Who
Most
counting?
definitely.
Who counting?
Who
Yeah,
Y'all like
yeah,
Who
who was counting?
yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Woo.
listen, man,
Mm.
you don't understand. I'm gonna start my story.
Go ahead.
When I met Joey, I was in a bad place. You know what I mean? I was I just had that I don't care attitude, like big time. I didn't care. You know, a grown man, I was still out there fighting, all types of stuff, man.
Yeah.
And this group, along with meeting my wife, I can't just say it was just this group, but it was just the two things together because, my wife was trying to help me, flip the switch. The group occupied so much of my time that there was no time for negativity
Right.
because I got like addicted to the group real quick.
Right.
Um, I got kicked out the group.
You're not the only one who got disciplined.
No, within the first 30 to 40 days, I got booted from the group.
Okay.
You know what I mean? For arguing with somebody. And, like I said, I was in a bad place. I was hot headed, bad temper, all of that. But in those 30 to 40 days, I must have left a print because Joey reached out to me and brought me back into the group. And here we are now, because I ain't get booted again. Trust me.
Not yet.
But between him and I, there was a lot of respect because the argument wasn't between him and I. It was between another member. You know what I mean? But he just felt that was the right thing to do, and I just had to accept the consequences. Period. Invited me to his house to a cookout one time. Man, we just shot the breeze. It was like getting to know each other. You know what I mean? We talked about sixes, but it really wasn't about sixes. You know what I'm saying? But I took my family over there. You know what I'm saying? He's been in my home. Like every time he come to Philly, I used to make an effort. Yo, you're not leaving this town without me seeing you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the first time I actually got to really enjoy some time with him was at a basketball get together, shoot around, 30th and Diamond. He called me over. He's like, "Yo, we're meeting up for the." I don't know if you've been paying attention to the group. I was in school at the time, but he's like, "I don't know if you've been paying attention to do you play basketball?" I was like, "Yeah, I play basketball, yeah." He's like, "Come down." He's like, "Yo, come down. You be on my team, me and you, and then we'll pick the rest of the people." When I got there, nobody had started playing yet. It was hot, like 101 degrees out there. It was like 101 degrees out there.
Yeah.
So it ended up being me, Joey, Norm Dash,
Norm, what up, Norm?
Norm Gibson, and rest in peace, Mike Judah. We ran the table for 4 hours straight. We didn't even take an L. It was so hot, we were so beat, we just got off the court. But again, like I was explaining this to his cousin earlier when I was talking to her through our Facebook Messenger. The hug that man gave me when I jumped out my car made me feel like him and I were sharing a bedroom our whole life. Like I had to share my toys with this dude or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely.
And bro, like when you meet somebody online, like that's one of the biggest things you gotta be careful of. You know what I'm saying? When you meet somebody online, like
Facts.
you know what I mean? So I took a chance and look where I'm at right now. I can't lead this group, man.
It's home.
Exactly.
It's
I
home.
can't lead this group.
You know, it's definitely definitely a beautiful, beautiful memories of Joey. I'm sure you guys have, stories yourselves. He was that type of brother, man of the people, man. And he had a special gift to make everybody feel individually special. Like you said, Jose, he went and got you in the inbox and asked you to come back to the group. A group of 48,000 people maybe
Well,
at
no,
that
I
time.
mean when I first came into the
It
group,
wasn't
bro,
48 back then.
yeah, it was 48,000 back then, man. When I was in the group, bro, I swear to you, it was like not even 300 people, man.
Okay, most
All
definitely.
jokes aside.
Most definitely. But word of mouth advertisement and just that's a lot how this group was built, in my opinion. There's a few good guys in the group. They know a few good guys.
Like I don't know if you guys remember the show Cheers. Remember the Cheers? You know our theme song.
Mhm.
where everybody knows your name,
Sing it,
bro.
Jose. Sing it for the
We
people.
knew bro. Listen,
Jose, don't
300
sing it.
people.
Don't sing
We all knew each other. Like it was quick. Like we all learned who each other was. So right now, like when we're speaking in the comments and the posts and everything, when the OG jumps into, we know who that person is.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of them kind of fell off, but I mean, the Mort Carrolls, the Blake Lees. You know what I'm saying?
Talk to
Bro, I
him.
could stay here all night.
Alonzo Pickman. Shout out to him.
A
You know
lot,
what I mean?
Alonzo. Yeah, I could sit here all night.
Yeah, most definitely. Most
You know what I
definitely.
mean? But here we are. I can't keep track of 48,000 people, but I can tell you what. Even though I don't talk to y'all, I love y'all 100%.
Much love to y'all as well.
as a family. He created that family atmosphere, man, and it continues. And guess what? A lot of people say no. There's a lot of back and forth, and people name somebody in your family you haven't had argument with.
Big
Right.
facts. Big facts.
Right.
As long as it's not crossing that total disrespect line. That's all we ask as moderators. Have a debate. Be heated and passionate about it. But don't go over that disrespect line. You
That's
know, with that being said, about
that
32 minutes. Go
real
ahead.
quick
Go
before you
ahead,
go,
B.
but that's why I brought it up last episode, man. One of my favorite Sixers 24/7 members is Timmy Snyder because I've gone back and forth with Timmy Snyder a
Same here.
million times.
Yeah.
Me and Timmy Snyder have never met each other in person, but he's one of my favorite people in the group because he'll listen to what I have to say. I'll listen to what he have to say. We'll rebut each other for about 20, 30 minutes. And then after that, more than likely the last one is, I feel you, bro. I understand where you coming from, and then it just ends.
It's a
It could be like
respectful
it
debate.
could be like that, y'all. It could be
Yeah.
like that through all of these posts. It
Most
could be
definitely.
like that through all of these posts. And I brought that up last episode because me and Timmy had just had a complete disagreement, but it
Yeah.
wasn't a heated debate. It was just a good
A
basketball debate
disagreement.
because like Jose said at one point earlier, he said at the end of the day, all of our one goal is the Sixers winning.
Most
And
definitely.
I think that when I look at my conversations with guys like Timmy, I know we both want the same thing for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Most definitely. Most definitely. With that being said, we have a game tonight.
And
Do
they
we?
gonna win because
Do
Joey
we?
gonna make sure they win.
Most definitely. We play them Spurs tonight. The Spurs have been, we've heard their name a lot this season due to their Popovich's liking of number 25. We've heard about Murray and we've heard about the younger players that they have on their team. But to be totally honest, this game, it's like the last few games we had. We should be coming in here and Sergeant slaughtering these dudes.
It's a
You
fact.
know, um, I would love to see MB continue his 30 and 10 tour he's been going on. Yo, I don't think people understand what we watching here. I think Allen Iverson spoiled this a little bit, where we done got used to
I
somebody
said
going
this
out there
before.
dropping
That's funny
30,
that you
30,
say
30.
that.
Yo,
It's
All
getting
these,
it's getting to the point where it looked too easy for him. Like it
yeah,
really like it looked too easy. It looked like he just like this is too easy. I can get a bucket whenever I feel like it. Whenever I feel like it.
whenever he wants. Whenever he wants. And what's being echoed around the league is what makes him so unstoppable now is that mid-range game is different. It's different. You don't see no 7-2 guy. Last game, he pulled a crossover, step back, jumper. You don't see 7'2" guys doing this. And along with having the possibility of pump faking you, driving and banging on you. We watching
Carl,
something
Carl,
different
Carl,
here.
I'm still
Carl,
trying to
that
figure
pump fake
out
was
how he
way
Euro
that
stepped in
pump fake was
between your
way too
people.
fast. Carl, his pump fake is a lot slower than that
It
pump fake you
is.
do.
It is.
Slow it down. Slow.
Okay. But you know what? They fall for it. They fall for it. Why? Because he'll knock it down right in your face, and he's
Yep.
shown it. So
If he wasn't making them, they won't fall for it. So they gotta
exactly,
jump. They
Yep.
gotta jump.
exactly,
They gotta
exactly.
swing at it. They gotta jump.
I see a lot of our viewers coming on a little late. They used to us getting on at 6:30. But if you didn't hear the word, there's a special tribute going out for Joey D today. You guys could go back and watch it
And
once we get off.
rewatch it.
Yep,
You
yep,
know,
yep.
And
We will
save
post
it.
it.
and tell who?
And don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Just making sure y'all
Hit
knew.
that
Thanks.
share button. Come on, it ain't gonna listen. Y'all not gonna break y'all spine for sharing and putting this group out there. You understand what I'm saying? This podcast out there.
Most
You know what I
definitely.
mean?
Starting
So if you
lineups.
spend the whole day with the negativity, because people attract negative, social media, people get attracted to negativity more than positivity. But I mean, if you spend that much time entertaining that stuff, then give us like 20 seconds to share our stuff. Appreciate y'all.
With that
Starting
being
lineups for the night's game
took it out of
have
my
been
mouth.
announced. Is Joel Embiid in the middle.
Mm-hmm,
Tobias Harris at the power.
mm-hmm.
Welcome back. Matisse
Well,
Thybulle is back in the starting lineup. Furkan Korkmaz and Seth Curry. Just as a heads up, Tyrese Maxey is still unavailable.
Yeah. I seen a tweet from him. What was it yesterday? It was a reaction to the whole COVID thing he's going through right now. Prayers up to that young brother. You know this.
He having a rough couple weeks.
Yeah, he having a rough go a couple weeks, man. COVID here,
he
COVID
couldn't
there.
defend that.
Nah,
Yeah.
not at all. Not at all. It almost make me want to, have all the Sixers players in the hotel and just lock them down in their rooms.
Listen,
And
prayers up to him though.
Yeah.
Prayers.
yeah,
Isaiah Joe, Shake Milton, Jayden Springer, Paul Reed, Tyrese Maxey, all unavailable tonight.
Damn.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We'll be
I
fine.
just want to listen, man. God, bro, can God protect Tyrese Maxey? He's had a rough 2022 so far.
yeah, man.
It started in 2021.
Yeah, but I mean,
The fire was
on.
late. Yeah, the fire was late December.
Yeah, like he's having a rough end of the year, beginning of this year. So prayers out to him and his family.
For sure.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. Definitely sharing it to some other groups, so you guys can share this momentous night for us. Rest in peace, Joey D. I just can't get him off my mind, man, after that 30 minutes. But for what are you guys key players tonight for us to win this game the way we're supposed to? Who needs to have besides Embiid? Let's throw him out of the equation. That's 30 and 10 already.
I criticized this dude so much this year.
I hear you.
I'm rooting for 3 in a row. Let's go, Korkmaz.
3 in a row for Court.
Let's go, Korkmaz. Let's go.
Yeah. BG?
This is another one of those games where I say the most important person is a person that was missing for 2 games. Believe it or not, I'm picking somebody that's not in the game. Doc Rivers' ability has to show up against a guy like Popovich. Although Popovich does not have the talent he's had in years, he does have a team
He's a
that's
chess player, though.
he knows what, and that's why I say that.
He's a
Doc,
coach,
you
man.
can't play checkers tonight just because you already have 2 kings on the board. You can't think because I have the better players, I can be lackadaisical. Popovich is a chess player when it comes to basketball. So
Most
tonight
definitely.
the key will be how Doc Rivers coaches. The players got to do what they got to do. Don't get me wrong, but I'm looking for Doc to make those in-game adjustments that's needed.
Most definitely. Most definitely. I want to point out something, and I'm gonna have a watchful eye out for this. Last game, we had a point guard out there.
And last 2 games,
We had
he had double-digit assists the game before too.
Seth Curry has an eye for the court. He may not move as fast as Tyrese Maxey, or he creates opportunities for guys to score. So I think we need to look at that. We always wanted a point guard who's a threat to shoot as well. Once he passes into the post to Embiid, we might have found one mistakenly. Tyrese Maxey could play that 2 slot because he's a scorer. There's no pressure on him once he comes back, of course, to be a floor man. He can ease his way into that, But my player for the night that I'm looking at with bifocals on is Tobias Harris. Tobias, you had a great game last game, buddy. I'm rooting for you. I'm one of them guys that's in your corner. I know you seen that DM I sent you on Twitter, bro. I'm for you, bro. But you got to give us what you got, baby. You got to give us it all. That's what Philly fans is about. If we don't see you give us all of it,
Pause.
you might get a boo or two. You might get a boo or two. If we see you have any type of energy bar when you leave that floor, like on 2K, if you got any type of energy bar,
He gotta have a Gatorade. He gotta have a Gatorade cup.
Most definitely. You gotta have a Gatorade cup, brother.
Gotta have
a G sign beside you.
Yeah.
So as long as he does that, man, as long as he plays all out effort, driving to the wreck aggressively, chasing that contact, getting to the line. You're going to give us that 20-point game we need from you every night, bro. We need that every night from you. So, Tobias Harris, you're on watch.
Do we waste any time talking about Mr. Irrelevant?
Mm.
Do we
No,
waste any time?
no, don't ruin this show with that.
Do we waste any time talking about Mr. Irrelevant?
No,
Okay, I'm fine with that.
yeah,
I'm
don't ruin
fine with
that.
not.
Don't
I'm
ruin
fine
this
with
show
not
with
bringing them up. I'm fine with not bringing them up. But just know I'm looking at you. Just know I'm watching.
I hear you. I
I'm
hear you.
watching.
I hear you. I hear you. So, I'm looking towards our bench tonight as well. A
I'm
great,
always rooting for this bench, man.
yeah, man.
You know the
Yeah, man.
number. You know the
I
number.
already like you understand. Like I already know what the starters are gonna give us more or less. You understand what I'm saying? But the
Mm-hmm.
bench, I need that bench play, man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because when they're rocking and rolling, and you know what I'm saying, bro. You already know the odds.
most
You know the
definitely.
odds. I ain't gotta bring up the stats. You know the odds.
Most definitely. Shake, Cork Maz, we're
No
talking
shake
about.
tonight.
Oh, Jesus.
Remember, he
Cork,
got kneed in the back by Drummond. His back's still bad, man. He out tonight.
uh, Cork Maz,
Danny Green.
Danny Green, Paul.
Yo, you heard that? He said Danny Green.
Because let me read out a stat to y'all with Danny Green, bro. Last game,
Zero.
26 points.
Zero.
26 minutes.
Zero.
0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
Zero.
How do you do that? Like, I'm serious, bro.
The ball didn't even fall into his hands. Like you couldn't even get a rebound by accident.
Yeah, I promise you. And I know guys will probably laugh at me or whatever. I'm 36 years old. I haven't played ball in some years. I definitely gonna put up a bucket in 20-something minutes. I'm
How old
going
are
to
you?
put a bucket
Carl,
up,
how,
bro.
Carl, how old are you?
People
Tell
saying
you,
how you gonna listen? People saying how you gonna complain? He has 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and we won the game because you played that many minutes and you didn't get nothing.
yeah,
Not like BG said, you didn't get an accidental steal. You didn't get an accidental rebound.
Bro,
You
nothing,
didn't even go to
bro.
the foul line, my guy.
hey, here, you ready? You ready?
Go ahead.
He had the same amount of points as Ben Simmons, who wasn't at the game. He
I
I
wasn't
knew
was
even
it
not
was
gonna
there.
talk
coming.
about this guy.
Ben
I
Simmons
knew
had
it
a
was
better
coming.
game than Danny Green last night. I mean, no,
He,
that's
def- he definitely did. He definitely did
I
because
wasn't gonna
he
talk
didn't
about
waste the
this guy.
minutes out there.
no.
You
So
know,
Mr. Irrelevant, yeah. We said we wasn't going to talk about Mr. Irrelevant. Sorry, Danny.
no, it
Danny,
came up. It was
I'm
funny.
sorry. I'm sorry.
That was a funny joke. Though. The man
It
can
was
shoot
funny.
on Call of Duty. Don't get it twisted. Don't play Ben Simmons there.
I'm sorry.
Oh
I'm sorry.
man.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh
I'm sorry.
man. But
He's like ranked number 10 in Fortnite in the world.
I don't want to be negative Nancy at all. But it's Philly. We pick apart our teams.
It's Philly.
We pick apart our teams. And I was looking at a stat. We're pretty down there as far as 3-point shooting goes in the league, attempts wise. We're not getting up enough quality 3-point shots. Thank you, April, for watching. We appreciate you. Much love. Uh, we're not getting up enough 3-point shots at a good clip. So, Seth, Danny Green, Cork Mines, I could run it down. Embiid, put them up. I think we could shoot with the best of them, but we got to put ourselves in position to get open and shoot shots. So that goes off moving off the ball, setting screens, moving around, and Doc Rivers create more plays to give guys open looks. I'm looking for that tonight.
Do we see our new favorite lineup tonight at all?
I think so.
Do we see Andre Drummond and, and, and,
And- and-
and Joel Embiid on the court at the same time?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. We got a plethora. We got to. We missed them too. We definitely missed them too, Lori. We got a plethora of other big men off the bench that can come in and fulfill team goals. I would like to see it being that we got a plethora. We got to. We miss them too. We definitely miss them too, Lori. We got a plethora of other big men off the bench that can come in for 15-minute spells if that should happen. I love to see the Twin Tower lineup, man.
Real quick. Let me stop. Lori, I know you're a little older than me. What I like to do, because I lost a lot of people in my family, I like to just remember the fun times. the times that make you laugh. You gotta balance out those tears.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Once again, if you all missed it, the first 30 minutes of this show was a tribute to our brother, our leader, Joey D. If you missed it, please go back and rewind when this show is over
You can leave it open.
and have a good time.
Yeah,
You know,
for sure.
as we did doing this show. You know, this is one of the best shows I can say personally that I've been a part of with you guys, and it's just Joey's spirit is creeping all over this show right now.
Yeah, we got
So
to make sure
much
this
love
this is make sure this episode is pinned at the top of the group for
for a
at least
while.
for at least about a couple days, for a couple
Yeah,
days at
yeah,
least.
we
Yeah,
definitely it's staying.
And honestly, in my opinion, I mean, y'all might think, not y'all, but people don't think that was because we want more views. I just think everybody that's touched the Sixers 24/7 family should see.
Oh, I don't
Like,
do what I do so somebody can give me an attaboy. I don't need
yeah,
nobody tap
no,
me in the
no,
back.
I know.
yeah,
I'm just putting it out there. This
yeah.
is
Most
just
of them.
because this was the one that we wanted for him. This was the one that we wanted for him on this day. So
Yeah, I listen. I did a lot of planning. I lost a lot of sleep making that slideshow.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Most definitely, man. So back to the game tonight. We're heading closer and we're creeping closer.
this will
I
be
would.
6 in a row.
This will be 6 in a row, man. And you know, more importantly, we're climbing up the Eastern Conference standings. And so for those who were in Sixers 24/7, oh, we're eighth. Oh, we're seventh.
We're a lottery team. No way this team's making the playoffs.
It's a marathon. It's not a
Yo, I got
sprint.
those screenshots. I'm trying to tell you. A lot of people said we were going to be a what is a playing team?
Yes.
Wait till we top three and just hit them over the head with all them screenshots. When we hit top three, because it's
I
coming.
got the screenshots.
It's coming.
You know what I mean?
If you look
Coming.
across the Eastern
I'm throwing
Conference,
the life rafts out because they definitely jumped off our yacht.
most definitely. You know, I know it's unpredictable with this COVID season, but if you look at our roster and you mix it up with the other East Coast opponents, we're still in that top tier. So I was always counting on that, you know, in the long run. So it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. Buckle your seatbelt up. It's not done yet. You know, I believe we're going to be that number one seed when it's all said and done. So, you know, but that counts a lot on that GM upstairs and what he will do and what he's planning on doing.
Listen, anything is possible, but I know for a fact we're not a bottom tier team in this playoff branch.
No, not at all.
I know that for a fact.
Not at all.
So
Not at all.
move over 1, 2, 3, or 4 because we on our way.
Did
Most
y'all know
definitely.
we've only had 15 home games this year? I mean, granted, we don't have a great home record right now, but we've only had 15 home games this year, as opposed to 22 away games. I mean,
Yeah. We had a rough
listen,
start of the year schedule wise.
let's not forget that West Coast
Oh
streak
my
we had.
God.
Oh Jesus.
Oh my God. And with us missing that game due to COVID and them slamming it in the middle of the week, where I think we had a back-to-back. It was a break, but then we had another game right after that. Then we had another back. You know what I mean? It's just it's been a clogged up season with this COVID-19 thing going on. It's been weird, but you know, through adversity, we're gonna rumble. 76 is for rumble. Philly is known for rumbling. You
Ain't
know
no
what I
quit
mean?
over here. Ain't no
No
quit over
quit.
here.
No quit. So this team has showed that they've persevered, and I'm proud to be a 76er fan, man. More than ever this year.
Hell yeah. You know what time it is. BG, let's get it.
Over, under.
I'm sorry, guys. I got one for y'all, man, and this one is specifically for today. So I was looking at something. Sorry if I'm not looking in the camera, but I was looking at something, and I was like, man, how can I make this special? How can I make this special? Man, how can I make this special? And I looked, I saw a number, and I saw the number 33. And I said, who more important for 33? You know what? 33. I think I'll put that number on Embiid.
Hmm.
So let me explain what I was looking at. I was looking at one of these right here.
Hmm.
Hey.
I was looking at one of these right here, and it's
Hey.
it's 33. The alcohol content is 33%. So the over under for
You gotta
tonight,
drink that first.
the
before you
over
talk.
under for tonight,
You got to drink that first. Yeah.
My God.
the over under for tonight is 33 points for Joel Embiid. all because of the 33%. This is not an ad. Fireball, if y'all want to cut the check, we'll take it.
You will definitely take it.
But 33
My
points,
number's on the yellow pages.
33 points over under for Joel Embiid tonight.
Over.
I'm gonna go over, man. I'm gonna go over just because I can't. Yeah, I'm not gonna say under today. I'm sorry.
You can't. You can't. You can't.
No.
This is the one when I thought of this one, I said, I don't even know why I'm gonna ask because it's no way that my two brothers is gonna say under for this one. There's no way that my two brothers is gonna say under. So this will be a three-way over that we're all taking. 33 points for Embiid. We're all taking the over on that.
Yes, sir.
We're all taking the over on that.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
I had to pull that one out. I had to pull that one out.
And it was beautiful. It was
And don't
beautiful.
y'all ever test me and think I wasn't going to take it. I was opening it as I was talking. Just so you
Jose
know, don't
definitely tested his chin real quick. That was a little.
I was like, wait a minute, you just not gonna advertise that. You better drink that.
Drink her down. You know what I mean? Especially on a night like tonight. For those who didn't know, you know, when we would win a game, Joey D would take a shot of Fireball. Few shots.
not a shot, bro. By how many points we won by?
For each point.
By how many points we won by? So don't let it be a blowout.
Yo,
Bro,
no.
it's been some blowout.
Real quick. I'm gonna stop real quick.
Give us
We
some
won by
more.
25 one time. I'm gonna take 18 shots and said I owe you 7. He's like, I owe you 7.
Can you imagine 18 shots?
Bro.
And you know, that was all for the love. That was all for the love of the team. That was all for the love of Sixers 24/7. And that love carries on through every member in this group and through us up here. And we try to share that with you guys. Yeah, other over and under.
My other over under is just going to be this one is doesn't have as much meaning to it, but we talked about the fact that we have Seth, who's been playing exceptional at point guard the last two games. So I'm gonna put his over under at getting his third straight game with double figure assists. So I'm gonna put that number at 9. Over or under? Do you think he has his third straight game with double figure assists, or do you think he gets under? So the number's 9 for Seth Curry for assists.
Over. I think he knows just what he's doing. I think he picked his spot. And I think he is going to be the point guard of this team for this season. So I'll have to say over. Seth Curry.
I'm gonna say over because I'm not gonna say under today.
Not today.
Not today.
I am going with the over as well. I think he figured out how to be involved in the game as well as get others involved. It's a position that he hasn't had to play his whole career. When he was in Duke, even when he was at Duke, Duke's game plan is not to have a point guard. Like there's no one guy who had the most assists. It was just 5 best players on the court. So he never was forced to play point guard, although of albeit his size. But I think he's figured it out, man. I think he's figured it out.
Most definitely. Most definitely. With that being said, this has been the best edition of Eat Sleep Sixers that I've been a part of. Very heartfelt. Thank you for all of Joey's family members.
Thank you to all Joey's family members for attending the show. We
Most
listen, it's heartfelt to see you guys in here,
yeah,
sharing this moment with us, commenting.
Yeah.
You know, the words, the beautiful words you guys are saying, we appreciate them so much. And again, we listen, your cousin, we love him.
Most definitely. And that love will be a forever type of love. With that being said, bring your butts back here.
Wait.
After we get this W tonight.
How many W's in a row?
That will be
6 of them things. 6 of them things. I like it.
Doesn't that make us undefeated for 2022?
No, we ain't. I forgot what it feel like to lose. Like something. I forgot what it feel like. Forgot what it feel like.
We running down on the ops.
Real quick, we didn't mention this. I don't want to. I noticed the end of the show, but I want to throw 2 things out there. One, don't forget to go out there and vote for Joel Embiid for the All-Star game. 1 and 2, congratulations to Joel Embiid for being the Eastern Conference Player of the Month for December.
Ooh, Eastern Conference Player of the Month. Remember, there ain't that many games in October, so that means he ain't get in November. He got in December.
Yeah,
Let's go. That means he
yeah,
been beasting.
Yeah,
yeah.
we didn't talk about that at all last show, and I wanted to make sure I threw that out there. Don't
It
forget to
wasn't.
vote.
Oh, he had COVID in November. He probably could have won it
Yep,
then too.
yep.
Most definitely. And I want to point out to his conditioning. This is showing condition. Anytime you could string along 4, 5, 6, 30 point and 30 and 10 game, that's great conditioning for him. So, I want to put out a message that's April saying right now to everybody. If you may be going through something in your life right now, man, Joey was the best person who would tell you, stay strong, stick in there, keep fighting. God loves you,
Definitely,
and so do we. Thanks for
definitely.
watching.
I'm gonna comment real quick because we going through some rough times with this virus, and then what's going on in our communities as well.
Yeah.
So please, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got it. Like, don't be naive. Don't walk around like all this other stuff is really not going on. So be a part of the solution, not part of the problem.
And I'll say I said it after the tribute video went up that Joey's smile is so infectious, man. And I mean, granted, it was on Facebook, but I never seen him without a smile, man. Live your life with a smile on your face, man. There's somebody,
Regardless,
there's somebody in this world that's going through something way worse than what you're going through.
Way worse.
There's
Yeah.
somebody. There's somebody. So I mean, I'm not saying that you can't have your down days, but understand, man. If you live your life in that positive light and keep a smile on your face, man, everything will be all right. Everything will be
You
all
can
right.
always come in sixes 24/7. Trust
we're
me, it
here.
works.
We're here.
I'm proof. It
Yeah,
worked.
I'm proof. BG is proof. You know. So much love to everybody who watched tonight. Please come back for post game where we'll discuss a Sixer win and some more Joey D memories possible because we have tons of them, and you could share yours as well.
You got any more of that fireball? Oh, look. Oh, somebody's taking powerball
hey,
shots.
hey, hey. So
I said powerball. Oh,
I
let's win.
I can't compete. I can't compete with the OG, but I said to myself, I said, you know what? I'm gonna get 4, and for every quarter we win, if we win a quarter, I'm taking one. It won't be on it won't be live, obviously, because we're gonna be watching the game. But I promise you, I'll show you the empty bottles after the
Nah,
game.
nah, nah,
No,
nah, nah,
no,
nah,
you got
nah, nah.
you got
You're
to
gonna have to
save
face.
them.
You're gonna have to FaceTime me and Jose.
No, no, no,
And we're
no,
gonna see.
no. We gonna watch the same game you watching. Sixers win the quarter. You got to save them for the end of the for the podcast later.
Say less. I have all of them sitting here. Like I said, I bought 4, hoping to win all 4 quarters. I don't drink Fireball, but today
It's a fireball day.
Fireball is my drink of choice, dog.
All right, let's
Fireball.
get it. Let's go Sixers.
Let's
Let's go
go.
Sixers.